Hey, this is a rather unscripted video. I just wanted to start a little series here where I go through some Minecraft worlds and kind of talk about them. So this world here is a world that me and, some of my friends played on for a few months. And it's on a mod pack called Funpack. And there's actually two versions of this mod pack, and the first one here is what we're playing on. It's a creative mode redstone ready world that I made that I didn't necessarily think would go for very long. I thought it would be one of those things that you just play for a little bit and kind of stop playing, and I guess it was that in the end, but it ended up being a far larger scope than I thought it would be. So, as we, exit the elevator here, you can see there's a lot of very thick supports around here, and you'll see why in a minute. That's the organ piano that Ashley built. So in here is a little AFK tube that I made for when I leave the world on when I go to sleep. And this was something I made just to kind of mess around with the create mod. And press this and all of the panels sort of just come in. There's some pixel art over there. That was made by Alyssa, and that was made by River. This world has a total of 215 days played through. A lot less than I expected. I was expecting maybe in the 500, 600 range. Nah. But, for starters, let's just go through the actual building here. So, all of the upper floors, all of the floors above this one, are just general... It's just, apartment floors, right? There's this floor, which is my dad's floor. I don't know what he's done with it, if anything at all. This floor is unused. It's not claimed by anybody. And this floor is my floor. It was meant to be sort of weird and creepy. I think the create stuff down here broke, but, that's not too big a problem. It's just a completely cleared out floor replaced with deep slate and bricks and stuff like that. Aside from those two floors, in the upper part of the building there's not really much of note. However, below is where all of the fun stuff is. Down here on the very next lower floor is an office floor for, that can be redesigned and retextured for various different purposes. It was flipped around for Valentine's Day. Not really much happened on Valentine's Day, but this floor is my spooky floor. I generally like to have a lot of spooky things in my worlds. You'll see that in Funpack 2. This is, anyway, moving on. The next floor we have is Alyssa's floor. Very cozy bed setup. Some, thigh highs on the ground. Oh, polyamorous. Cool. This is the kitchen. You can see she's got various stuff around. She's got, a knife, a pancake, a spatula, some estrogen cookies, a very cozy kitchen with, estrogen, a big old cake, a knife, more estrogen. This stuff is unfinished. It never really got finished before we kind of abandoned the server. The next floor down is Ashley's floor, and this one is probably one of my favorites because of how cozy it is. You can see there's, lots of lily pads and water, and there's lots of greenery. A cake here, a little waterfall here. Ooh, let me see if I remember the code. So this is her estrogen farm. There's, some shroom lights up there, and those are all vats full of liquid estrogen. This is the actual estrogen farm itself. There's bottles here for the horse, who's named Penis. There's boxes here with I think I'll take one of these. This too. Either way, there's, well, crud, there's another keypad here. Since this is a world tour, I don't think she'd mind if I... This is some other factory of hers. I think it's some kind of... Oh, okay, well, this tells me that it's an iron farm. There's not much else around here. Yeah, she didn't really make too many other stuff down there. Below this floor is largely unused, aside from this section, which was made by Gage. He didn't really put much down here. And this is my floor. There's my crab, Alfred. He doesn't exist in real life. This floor is a replica of my real life house. Oh yeah, we have immersive portals, so we can have a mirror. This is the pyramid. Nothing really special about this, it's just a pyramid. Oh, no, actually, there is something special about this. This is more stuff that Ashley made. I think that's a steam engine, I'm pretty sure. This is... It's just a tunnel digging contraption. It's pretty cool. I like it when she makes complicated factories in my worlds. Right, there is actually one more thing in the building. And it's my apartment. Yes, so, you know, this is my wall mirror. That's my little kitchen. I just love how this in particular is put together. These are my dogs. They are named after all of my partners. That's right, I'm polyamorous. Get woked on. This is my bathroom with my wall mirror. And there's the outside there. You know what? I really ought to stop binding my record button to things that I commonly use in my Minecraft mod pack for minimap related binds, right? Because I went on the train and did a whole, you know, ride around town, explaining the town, or a whole ride around the world, explaining the town, and I find out that I wasn't fucking recording for any of it. So here I am redoing all of that. I'm glad that I at least remember most of what I was planning on saying. Or, I'm glad that I remember most of what I said, but I'm still pissed off that I have to repeat myself either way. So, this is the public transport system I made called Hog Wild. This is why. This is the conductor. I don't believe I've named him, but his train company is called Hog Wild because he's a hog. A train system like this is something I hope to include in Funpack 2. This is a village I spawned specifically to give the train system a purpose. I won't linger here too long because the train's gonna, yeah, move on just like that. There's, you know, my beautiful building. It's not that beautiful, actually. It's really just a concrete slab disrupting the skyline. So this town is, I guess it's called Cherrytown. Whatever. It's called Cherrytown, and this was something that I built hoping to encourage my friends to move out of the big stuffy building over there. Because, well, I wanted this to be, you know, a nicer place. That over there is a diner. I don't really appreciate the person who built that. This is a house that Alyssa built. It's very pretty. It's quite nice. Actually, I was recording for the, you know, whatever. Now, this is the kitchen. It's got some normal stuff, you know, knife, spatula, overhead, fan, stuff of that nature. Her fish tank, got some fish in there. This is, you know, there's some paintings up there. Over here is her reading room. It's very nice. It's very cozy. And here's the bathroom, you know. Stand-up mirror. Got the nice window. And then in here is her bedroom. Got, you know, some computer action, some TV action here by the bed. It's very nice, it's very cozy, it's very livable. Like, if I had to pick any Minecraft house, if I had to pick any house built in Minecraft to live in, I'd probably pick this one. Over here, it's pretty barren, but it's like a little marketplace, a little flea market out here, with a bunch of, you know, vendors, and their tables and whatnot. Like, this one's selling carrots and potatoes and fruits and whatnot. This one's selling flowers, and, you know, this one doesn't really have anything set up. Over there is, well, it's meant to be Tetris, but it was built with a lack of understanding of how Tetris actually works. This one over here is one of my more liked builds. It's the park. You've got, you know, some benches and whatnot, a nice little pond. It's very nice out here. A little warm because we're in a desert, but it's nice. Now the next stop is a little silly, but you know, it's there because I'm autistic and I have my hyperfixations. You'll see when we get there. See, we're going way out, all the way away. Look at the mini-map, it's literally just the track. That's a little Passover thing so that people who get off on that station don't have to be stuck there. Over here is all of the interrogation rooms. I actually don't remember. I seriously don't remember the passcodes. This is meant to be, you know, where you, like, come back through. Hello there, food, please. Whatever. Alright, then. Well, here's, you know, the main door. So yeah, that was the, primary world tour of Funpack 1.0. I can't think of much else to show, because I basically showed everything. 216 days in this world, and that's basically everything. Thank you all very much for watching. I enjoyed making this video, and I hope you'll enjoy watching it. But yeah, that'll be it. I hope to see you all the next time I do one of these videos. Bye-bye.